Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna try something different this time. This is gonna be a vlog, an actual true vlog. It's gonna have some cars in it, of course, but this is just me trying to fill the gap and experimenting. This doesn't mean the channel is going to change direction. Doesn't mean I'm just going to be this vlogger at YouTube, and I'm not going to be doing anything like crazy, you know, like destroying my cars or, you know, just doing anything like that. I'm just trying to just experiment, show a different side. You guys can watch it if you don't like it. I'm sure if you guys don't like anything, you're gonna give me a thumbs down anyway. But I just want to try something different. We have the family dog. This is Oliver. He is a 1-year-old Yorkie. He is very playful. It's been a long week of work, so I think for actually both me and Lexi, so I'm gonna offer to give her lunch, and I'm sure her coworkers probably want something too. So I'm gonna go to pick up some lunch, maybe a Chick-fil-A or something. That sounds good. Just feel like having a cheat meal. You know, it's one of those weeks where you just like, you know what, I want to have a cheat meal. But at some point today, I gotta finish this video. This is active sound and how to code it out of your X5M. So I'm working on it now. Hopefully get it finished today and get it all published. Oh boy, this messy little dog. He always, no matter how organized you make this toy box, he finds a way. He finds a way to just put toys everywhere. Also, it's like the countdown to the wedding. We're gonna get down to the last few days here, getting excited for it. Takes 5. One thing on my list to do is to get the garage painted. I want to do epoxy coating on the flooring, things like that. Also, I need to finish up. There's a video I want to film, the 5 things I like about the X5. Yep. So let's go ahead and get the X5 out. We'll go to Chick-fil-A and get started. Also, another thing I'm gonna do, I ordered my oil change stuff how it came in. I'm going to do oil change. I decided to do the same thing. If you guys, I mean, I'm not sure if I make a complete video on it, but do an oil change with the X5's first one. It's been 5,000 miles since I've been driving on it, or I'd say just over 4,000 miles. But anyway, I'm gonna get it changed. I'd rather get it changed now with the oil that I know I'm gonna put in before we continue. It's okay. It's all right. Sit down. Sit down. Let's let that cold start. There's Oliver back here. It's all right. He gets really scared. His first few times in the car was when he was a puppy, brand new, and he had to go to the vet for, you know, obviously appointments. And I think he's just got that anxiety. You know, we're going to the car, is it a vet visit, things like that. So I'm just taking him for a quick ride. He'll see Lexi, and hopefully it just get me more comfortable. Trying to get him more comfortable for just the daily routine. So hope I'm in frame. I just noticed the polarized glasses. I cannot see the screen. But tune on the X5 is still amazing. I mean, I know it probably won't give me the maximum potential that it's capable of. You know, I get that. I'm not expecting, like, you know, I mean, it'll be nice to have daily driving and have everything, but for long-term durability purposes, the tune feels conservative, feels easy enough to drive day-to-day use, and I'm not going through, you know, like worry about my engine, like, you know, braking. That's what I like. It just feels like the way the car should have came from the factory stock. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about, X5 related. I've been on the forums, obviously Beamer Post, and I kind of, I'm more of I post there occasionally, but I'm more of a lurker, I should say. A lot of the topics that I have questions on, I can search for it and find it, but I don't feel the need to, post something else that if it's already been, what's wrong? It's already been talked about. He's just like hiding in this little thing there. But I appreciate everybody's response when I've commented on the Facebook X5 group, and people have recognized me from there. And I don't want this mean this in the most positive way. I really appreciate everyone's, hey, they recognize me and they want to add me on that, and they probably had not seen that I accepted that request. Does not, I mean well. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. I just have a personal account that I use when I am posting, and I just try to make sure when I post, like if you follow my personal account, I'm not posting cars as much. It's more things about family and the kids and things like that. And I haven't figured out how do I integrate that with YouTube and other things. But long story short, if you guys do want to follow me, I do have a dedicated Facebook account. It's just Edward M. I believe that's what it is. But the one I'm more active on is my Instagram. I'll link it here in the bottom of the screen. My Instagram account is my account that I use, and I post pictures of the cars, and I'm trying to be more and more active on that platform. So if you guys are going to give me a follow, be sure to give me a follow. Send me a DM if you have any questions. I have noticed lately I try to respond back to everyone's comments, and what I've been running into, and I'm not said to say is a bad thing, but what I've been running into is I'm starting to not be able to keep up as much. When I'm working a full-time job and I'm trying to respond to comments, I try to do it when I get to work. First thing to get to work, respond to a few comments, or I leave work, or I'm at a short break. But sometimes if someone replies back and I don't see that notification, I see a notification that replied back, but I can't get back to it. Trying to figure out, okay, what comment was that on? Which video was that on? So I do my best I can. I am trying. And like I said, I just really appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate, because people do leave comments. People do leave me nice comments. And they do, say, hey, look, great content. Appreciate what you're doing. And you know what that does? All that does, that just motivates me. That motivates me to make more videos. That motivates me to continue to produce content. This is a hobby for me. I was doing like a video a month. And now I feel like I want to do more, and I tried to do 3 videos a week, and it was just honestly hard to juggle that with my work and my family life. That was extremely hard. So at minimum, I'm doing 1 video a week. My upload is going to be either Saturday or Sunday. I'm trying to get it down consistently so you guys can understand, but also my work schedule isn't consistent either, so I can't be as consistent as I would like. But anyway, I appreciate your support. Just want to throw that out there. And we're pulling up Chick-fil-A right now. On this spot right there. Now we wait, so they'll bring us the food. I sit in the car and just wait for a couple minutes. A lot of times I can get in and out faster than if I sat in the drive-thru line. What's wrong, Oliver? Huh? A little better. Still shaking a little bit. Alright, so what would you like to see in next few videos? I got a bunch of new ideas. Right now, it's just, like I said, finding the time. I have a video coming up with more useful things about the BMW you may not know about. There's another one I think about, obviously I'm gonna do brakes. I am tired of the brake dust on this X5. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to replace the brake pads. Should have the camera on, just got the food. But the lady that dropped it off was very kind. She's like, oh, by the way, I love the car. I love the seats. get a lot of compliments. Surprisingly, I kind of thought Dunnington Gray would fly under the radar, but it seems like Dunnington Gray, I don't know what it is, but I've been getting almost as much, maybe the same amount of compliments I get my Yash Marina Blue M3. And that car does completely opposite, does not fly under the radar. So anyway, I'm gonna drop this food off to Lexi and her coworkers, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil. All right, love you. Ooh, more brakes. I'm gonna do one pull before we get back home. There's something about this X5 and just the way, I don't know, accelerates, especially down with the tune. As it pulls through the gears, it just pushes you back, and it's so smooth. And of course those shifts, the way they pop, it just, I don't know, as that extra, I just know, I love it. I love it, guys. I might do it one more time. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try a couple. I've added this before in the past with the oil changes, and when I do those oil changes, I feel like when I've had these additives, I don't know. I spun rod bearing before years ago in a different car. It was on an additive I put in there, was an engine flush, and then of course after I spun rod bearing, I think like a year later, they put on the bottle it wasn't for turbocharged cars. That was on a different motor. It was the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4. But I've heard good things about Liquid Moly. I know they have good products, and they even said that it's rated for a turbocharged car. Since I bought this X5M, it's used, and I don't know anything about the history, I thought it'd be a good idea to do a flush. I'm gonna try this thing out. Never done before. We're gonna see how well it works. It says to put it in the engine and crankcase, let the engine idle for 10 minutes, and then I should be able to drain it. I'm not going to do a full write-up on how to do the oil change, since I've done that already on the N63. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to click it up here. I'll put that link up there. Looks like someone took a plier or something to that cap. Maybe they had trouble getting it off. It's really hard. Okay. Less of a mess this time, just a few drops and stuff here. What I did was I held the pan flush up against the drain plug. Once I released it, I just held it there until it drained. And then once the flow slowed down, I was able to just slowly release it down so it didn't just splash out of the pan. So hopefully, it's not the ideal, but less of a mess this time. Just let that drain and I'll get the filter. So I'm checking the oil now, but I can tell you right now with the Liquid Moly and the Ceratec that I put in here, when it's running the oil change, usually there's a little vibration when it's revving up a little bit, but
it's smooth. I haven't, man, it. My first impressions there at Ceratec is really good. So I also liquid moly. I think I feel like it's low friction anyway, but this is I'm impressed so far. So it looks like the oil change is good. These tires. They're almost done. And for those people who ask me, can you plug a tire on a corner, on a shoulder? I plugged this tire a long time ago. Technically, a tire shop wouldn't have plugged that, but very nice Mustangs 5.0. The plug lasts most of the tire. I mean, yeah, it's risky, but I'm not too, you know, I said it's at your own risk, right? So yeah, this tire is like coming off in chunks, little pieces. It's almost done. The Continental Control Contact Sport AS. These are an all-season tire. I think they're rated 50,000 miles. I'm not sure how many miles were actually on these. I mean, I'm sure there's, I think they're pretty much done. But can you guess what I'm going back with? Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 4. I was gonna try to go for a summer tire, but I got a good deal on these. Got these for $500. It was a sale, and I figure, you know what, these have a longer life. I mean, I'm not going for a total performance. So if you want maximum potential, get the dedicated summer tire if you're not planning on using it in any type of temperature. But I need longer life for a daily driver. I know I don't vlog this car or actually do much with this car, but I really should. I mean, this is nothing. I mean, I could easily do some content with it. You know, it is a manual, so I get that fun and drive factor, and I like the fun and drive factor in this car because it's not like super fast. You know, I can run through first, second, third gear, and I can still be doing 70 miles an hour. You know, if I do that in any other car, you know, Corvette Z06, even M3 or, you know, Mustang or something like that, I'm going to be, yeah, they're fun and they sound cool, but after a couple gears, I'm going to be way over the speed limit. So that enjoyment factor is kind of out of the window unless I find an open stretch just to rip the gears every once in a while. And, you know, it's cool. It's got a little intake on it. It's fun. I'll see if I'm going to try to do this with one hand, trying to hold the steering wheel, so maybe a little bumpy. I'm getting my tire chain right now. They're playing music, so I'm not going to make this video short. I don't want to get a copyright strike. But you can sit in your car and they do the whole thing here. So I just opted to stay in my car. Stop here at Lowe's to get something, and pulling in, there's a Subaru WRX pulling in, and another one pulling out, and they're the same color with the same type, and of course they give each other a head nod like, you know, what's up. And I'm here in the Civic Si. When I looked at the other guy Subaru, I did it, what's up, and he kind of looked at me like what are you doing for? We're not the same car. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you'd like to see more in addition to the content I already do, give me a thumbs up, you know, or you know, let me comment, let me know. Just something I'm experiment with, and I'm thinking about giving it a try. So just let me know. Thank you. Thanks for watching.